The New York Knicks have made a sneaky good move by signing Landry Shamet just a few minutes ago, and this is just another part of the Knicks setting up something big with Leon Rose playing 4D chess to eventually trade Precious Achiuwa, and I'm going to break it all down. So what's up, guys? Welcome back to Knicks Digest. It's Chris here. An early Saturday morning, or early enough Saturday morning where I didn't want to get out of bed and make a YouTube video, the Knicks went out there and signed Landry Shamet, the man who gets passed around from team to team to team, and now another one has happened, and it is our lovely New York Knicks. And as Woj broke the news, he said that free agent guard Landry Shamet has agreed on a one-year deal with the New York Knicks. His agent, S. Langberg, of GSL Sports Group tells ESPN, Shamet has career averages of 8.7 points and 38% on three-pointers. Now, Shamet put up 7 points per game on the Washington Wizards, but only shot around 34% from three, so down on his career. But also he played for the Wizards, so I don't even know if you should count last season, because I don't think the Wizards are actually a real NBA team as much as they're just some version of like the Generals that the Harlem Globetrotters play just in the NBA just for jokes and stuff. I mean, if your team has Jordan Poole and Kyle Kuzma, it's like a sitcom or something about a bad basketball team. Now, Shamet did shoot 42% on corner threes. The Knicks love their corner three shooters. Between OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, Dante DiVincenzo, the Knicks have elite corner three shooting. Shamet shoots 57% of his shots as threes. Now, he's not going to be in the rotation for the Knicks. He's going to be on their bench. He is going to be depth, and there is more to that. But when he gets in the game, I do believe more of those shots will be threes. He'll mainly be a spot-up shooter for the Knicks in those instances that he does get minutes. That'll mostly come through when players are missing time, because Shamet is not here to truly play basketball for the Knicks. And let's break down why that is. Let's take a look at the New York Knicks just situation with their roster, we'll call it, because I'm a little tired, so a little tough to word everything right now. But going into the 2024-2025 season, the guards are Jalen Brunson, Dante DiVincenzo, Deuce McBride, Tyler Collett, Cameron Payne, and Landry Shamet. While the wings, they have Randall as a wing because he's more of a forward, but these are like the three real positions in basketball now. So we'll say Randall, Anunoby, Bridges, Josh Hart, Keita Bates-Diop, and Pacome Dadier, when the bigs are Mitchell Robinson, Precious Achiuwa, and Jericho Sims. Something screams out to me right now, which is the Knicks are so rich in guards and wings. And then that center position's real interesting, guys. It's very interesting. Pretty thin as of right now. I've been making a good amount of center videos. Made one last night, kind of talking about the possibility of landing JaVale McGee or maybe Bismack Biyombo, two guys who Ian Begley highlighted before. Also talk about Dwight Howard, because you guys love Dwight Howard on this channel, so we did some Dwight talk. But look, long story short, the Knicks are thin at center compared to the other two positions especially, but they're also just thin at center in general. It makes you wonder why they'd go out and sign Landry Shamet when they could have signed a guy like a JaVale McGee, like a Bismack Biyombo, like a Dwight Howard, like DeMarcus Cousins. Someone like that, a proven veteran center, something that the Knicks could use, as they don't really have any proven veterans at the five. So you look at the Knicks and you wonder, why did they go out and sign Shamet? Well, here's the answer. The Knicks don't have too many draft picks left. They traded most of them to land Mikal Bridges, and a trade that I think both Knicks and Nets fans are happy with, or at least the Nets fan, and in my comments, is happy with. So, all Nets fans are happy with that. I know some Nets fans. I know like 4 of the 7 of them. But with the Knicks, it's an interesting deal. Now, something that I like about Shamet is that he's very tradable. He's played for like 6 NBA teams. Started out with the 76ers, got traded halfway through the season to the Clippers. He's been on the Suns. He's been on the Brooklyn Nets, the Washington Wizards. Landry Shamet gets around. So I have a feeling the Knicks are going to trade Landry Shamet in January along with Precious Achiuwa. That is what I think this little Knicks master plan is. I think the Knicks really are setting up something big here where they're trying to add more value to Precious in a trade, but also add a bit more money. Shamet's going Shamet's on a fully guaranteed contract. The Knicks are out of fully guaranteed contracts. They have 15 fully guaranteed. Now, obviously, they could always waive someone, say Chuma Okeke on his Exhibit 10 contract, just balls out in training camp, or maybe Huckporty or McCullough or what's his face? Who am I forgetting? Jacob Toppin, all ball out and then deserve the roster spot more than someone else already on the Knicks. But I really just don't think that's going to happen. I don't think we're going to see that. I think this is going to be the team that we see the Knicks roll with for the beginning of the 2024-2025 NBA season. But they're not going to stick with this. The Knicks clearly like Precious Achiuwa more as a situational big man, according to Fred Katz, which is essentially just fancy words for a third string. And then Precious, I don't think the Knicks see him as a long-term center option. I really, really see the Knicks trading Precious in January, using Shamet or Cameron Payne as part of that to sweeten the pot, using the other one of Cameron Payne or Landry Shamet to keep having extreme depth. We know the Knicks had a very big problem in the playoffs last year where they didn't trust the end of their bench. The Knicks are going out and mending that, and I love that they're doing that. So many teams don't really figure out, like, what if we have to play the end of our bench? Now, I've been adamant that you will never have to play a 15th man, and I stand by that. But that's also, you look at two ways of, do you want a guy good for the vibes like Thanasis Antetokounmpo or Theo Pinson, or do you want someone who, if you play, you know you could trust? I honestly believe that the Knicks' 15th man is going to be Pacome Dadier. I don't think we're going to see Pacome getting any real minutes in the NBA. He's going to play in the G League most of this season. Kolek will be in and out of the G League, more time in the G League. And then they're going to run with this group of veterans because the Knicks are a contending team. That is what is going to happen. Now, also, something else to look at is Mikal Bridges is thrilled that Landry Shamet's on this team. Bridges was teammates with both Shamet and Cameron Payne on the Phoenix Suns. So on top of everything else, this is an instance of Leon Rose going with someone who's friends with people on the team, continuing to keep it all in the family, or as the Ball family called it, Ball in the Family on the weirdest reality show ever. But I won't lie, in high school, early Saturday mornings, that's what I was watching on TV or on my phone, on Facebook or whatever it was on. But as Bobby Marks mentioned, before the Shamet signing, there were 14 guaranteed contracts, 0 partials, 1 Exhibit 10, and 3 two-ways. Now, Shamet, it appears that he is on a fully guaranteed contract. The Knicks have 2 more roster spots available because you can bring 20 guys into training camp. Two-ways are filled up. As I said earlier, Huckporty, McCullough, and Toppin, while partial, non-guaranteed, there's none yet. There's 15 fully guaranteed contracts, as I showed earlier on the screen. Thank you to the Strickland for that. And then also 1 Exhibit 10 deal in the man Chuma Okeke. And essentially, if anyone's wondering what an Exhibit 10 deal is, because I know sometimes this can be confusing, all that means is that you're signed to a contract, and if you don't make the team after, it's a training camp deal, where if you don't make the team after training camp, you get a G League contract automatically with the team that signed you to the Exhibit 10 contract. I know some people just don't know what that is, and it's something that people do get afraid to ask, so I just want to clear that up for anyone, just in case you were wondering and you're like, hey, like, people always say Exhibit 10 contract, what does that mean? There you go. There's your little tidbit of some knowledge. But guys, really looking at this, I am pretty excited. And the Knicks, it's not out of nowhere that they signed him like a lot of their moves are. As mentioned by Michael Scotto in July, the Knicks had explored adding more shooting depth on the free agent market by expressing interest in Davis Bertans and also Landry Shamet. So this is not the first time we've heard about this. But also, guys, something to mention is that you need to subscribe to our channel because only 28% of viewers are subscribed. Had to get that in there real quick. But guys, make sure you subscribe, like this video. Let me know in the comments what you think down below. Turn on post notifications, all that good stuff. Have a great day, and go Knicks, baby. I love this signing. I love that the Knicks are doing 4D chess.